Good morning, traders. Welcome to our start of week technical analysis video. We're going to be jumping straight into things here. So as you'll know, this blue vertical line marks off and represents the last place in which we left off in our last technical analysis. As you can see in our last technical analysis, and if you have watched it, we left price at around here, just above this point of interest level. And we took a closer look at price action and understood and realized that the probability for a bullish move was definitely more likely. If I go ahead and go to our 4 real quick, if you can see, we have that level of around 2538 tested as a support after this big drop from the new all-time high that was created. And then we saw some price action with price breaking up and above our next point of interest and then coming back down to test this level as a support and then continue on up. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and have a look here. So as you can see, we don't actually have too much information to mark up. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a path just to see where price left off. So as you can see, we came up to test this level, this other level where price tried to break back up, but we came back down to test. We've done the same thing here, and we came back down to test that level of 2560 as a support. We saw that break of the 2585 level. We saw it touch one of our low time frame levels at 2591. As you can see, we found this level in the past, and you can see it's tested as a support and then has ended up tested as a resistance. We saw that price tested as a resistance and then the previous resistance tested now as a support. So we've got a nice little break and retest pattern here. And now, as you can see, price is hit. So what can we see? It confirms to us that the analyzation that we made in our last technical analysis is correct. A bullish move was definitely more probable. Obviously, price hasn't moved a considerable amount of pips as of yet, but we are in a we are seeing bullish price action. What could we see coming for us in the future? So looking at the current format of this price action, as you can see, we have a big bullish candlestick wiping out all of this last data. The last however many hours that is, around 7 or 8 hours. We've had one candlestick break up and above and through eventually and wiping out all of that information. So what can we see here? We can see our entry candlesticks. If you guys know, if you guys remember the bullish and bearish engulfing candlesticks, we have a bullish engulfing candlestick engulfing the last 2 candlesticks in just one candlestick. And as you can see, we have our 1, 2, and then our 3. This is our entry candlestick. So if price action continues, and it looks like on the lower time frames, which we will come and find out, that this level is now testing as this on this level of 2591, which we tested as a resistance before, as a support. Obviously, you can't really see too much information regarding that, so we can't confirm anything as of yet. While we're talking about it, we will go ahead and go into a low time frame and go ahead into minute 5. If I go ahead and reset price scale for you, we'll just zoom out a little bit. So as you can see, we have come up to test this level of 2596 again, and then price has come back down to what it looks like is testing as a support as of right now. If we see price break back through this level, we will most likely see another test of 2585. And again, if this level is broken, we will most likely see price continue down. There is another level here that I've just spotted that I'm going to mark in, a lower time frame level. We're just going to put a vertical line in, a horizontal line. I'm going to mark that around there. So as you can see, we had a resistance, and then price sort of tested around this area and then pushed up before we saw this level of around almost 2,600 tested. As you can see, that last candlestick did finish quite bearish, indicating to us that we might see a continuation here. We probably will see anywhere from 2587 to 2584 hold price up. And like I said, if price fails, we've got these 3 to 4 point of interests that could hold price up. If we go ahead and go back to our hour 1 now, we'll have a look what's going on, and I'll give you guys a probable move. So current price action that we're seeing, obviously we are testing a previous support as a resistance as of right now. So if we go ahead and see a break, obviously we have this trend line marked in from the original bearish move, the bearish sweep that we've seen since 2710. we have seen the price has came out of these depths, and obviously with this trend line marked in, what we could potentially see is if price continues bullish, we could either see one of two things. We could see price come to this level and then come down back down to test this previous support again as a support before price breaks up and through and then pushes off again off this level, continuing on to our high time frame peak point of interests. Obviously, we are currently in London session. London session has been going for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And yeah, so we definitely have the volume and the volatility within the market as of right now. So it's definitely a possibility. As you can see, price has come down early on in this hour one candlestick. As you can see, we only have 3 minutes left, and it looks like the bulls are in the market now, and they are pushing price back up and above. So that's scenario one. Scenario two that we could see is a complete break of this level, where perhaps at around about here, we could see price break, and we could see price break back into that 2600 range, and then we could see the same thing again, some consolidation, and then testing the same level, the same support before price pushes back up. So probability for a bullish move is definitely still more likely. The bearish scenario that we could see is if I go ahead and go to minute 15 so you guys can just see a little bit better, if price decides to break through this level, we most likely comes to this level. If we see price continue down, if we see price continue past this level, hang on, if I go ahead and grab another path for you. If we see price break through this point of interest of 2585 and sort of stop around here, we could see a break and retest pattern to the downside, where price just continues sort of making break and retest patterns, testing previous support as resistance, and then continues on its way down. That's definitely a scenario that could take place. It all depends on the market. As of right now, we are definitely looking at a probable bullish move. There's no point of me going on to the daily, because obviously, as you guys know, there's only been 1 day since our last markup. As you can see, if I go ahead and zoom in here, you can see that this bullish candlestick today is pretty strong. We've almost wiped out the last 3 days of bearish data, which is definitely a positive for us and a positive for gold. If we go ahead and go to our hour 4, you can see the same sort of thing. We have a big bullish candlestick here, wiping out the majority of this data here, and then price sort of sitting around this level, then pushing up to the next. If I go ahead and go back to our hour 1 now, again, yeah, as you can see, we are now seeing that level respected as a support, and we will most likely see that bullish continuation. If we see the bullish continuation and we see price sort of struggling around where our trend line is, we will most likely see another retracement before price then pushes up, breaks through, and then continues on bullish. But as of right now, the current price action that we are seeing, we are definitely seeing a probable bullish move. As you can see, minute 5, 30 seconds left on this candlestick, and we are completely bullish. The bulls are definitely in the market. What we're looking on the lower time frames as of right now is this level of 2596 to 2597 to be broke, and then price break into the levels of 2600. If we see this, like I said, bullish move will definitely be more probable. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I believe. So high probability for a bullish move as of right now. Excuse me for the background noise. I am currently in Morocco, and there's not much that I can actually do. I will be flying back tomorrow, so TAs will return to normal. Yeah, I feel like that is going to be it for today. I understand that we had an amazing week last week, if not one of our best weeks. From gold signals, I think we secured just over 1,600 pips across 16 trades. We lost 3, 113 with a win rate of just over 80%, which is outstanding for us, really. And obviously, I understand that you lot have made a nice little bit of money. So don't forget, as it will always say, and as I always will say, withdraw some profits for yourselves. It's Christmas. Christmas is around the corner. Buy your family some presents, buy yourself a present. Just treat yourself, make sure you're withdrawing some money for yourself, and yeah, hopefully this week we can have another week like last, and hopefully we can continue this profitable run. yeah, that's going to be our start of week technical analysis video here for you guys. As we have spoke about throughout this, a bullish move is definitely more probable. We can see that with the current price action. Obviously, there is a few fail safes. There is definitely a still possibility for a bearish move, as we haven't seen a considerable or a significant bullish push as of yet. Obviously, this is quite significant, but we need another one of those, especially to break through our trend line. So yeah, that's going to be that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this technical analysis. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, drop us a like, and don't forget to leave us a comment, give us some feedback, let us know how these TAs are going, if there's anything that we could add in, if there's more different time frames that you would like us to mark up. And yeah. Good luck this week, traders. Remember, risk 1 to 2% per trade. Make sure you're moving your stop loss to break even after take profit when it's hit. Remember, that's just a recommendation. I understand it's about a 50-50 split with our traders. 50% decide to follow our recommendations and 50% have your own strategy, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, that's going to be me, Gold Signals. Have a good week, guys. Peace.